Hey everyone, this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. Happy Friday! It is time for Tarot at 12 on this beautiful Friday. Um, I hope yesterday, I hope you saw, I did put up a little video with the kind of a thought for the day kind of poll. So hope you had a chance to take a peek. Today we're gonna do some free readings. Donations do take priority. So if somehow, you're feeling like, wow, it's never going to get to my turn, that kind of a thing, drop a donation that will bump you up in priority. Can be any amount too. So there is no limit. Let's get started because I want to make sure and do as many readings as I can. So far, let's see. I already see some people joining us. Hi, Sangeeta Preeti Mehak. Hope I'm saying that right. Mahak. Crazy girl. Nice to see you. Mary M. How are you? Oh, great. And Night Reader Tarot. How are you? I hope you all remember Night Reader. He has his own channel and he reads as well, but here he is my moderator. He is my eyes and ears. When I do readings, I am very focused on the cards, so I am not able to keep up with some of the chat. So, just know I'm always looking. I always appreciate you, but I do have to stay focused. So let's get started. I'm going to use my Light Seers Tarot because how can you not? It's gorgeous, and I seriously think I'm the last person in the world to get it. So, all right. So let's get going. Sangeeta, how are you? All righty. Will A come back from marriage? Let's just find out. Let's find out what's going on with A. It's the beginning of the alphabet, so I hope that says something, maybe, huh? All right, let's just see. I am still suffering for more space. That's something I'm just going to have to deal with for a while, so bear with me. And I don't know what happened. I think my cat stepped on here, and now I got a big schmutz. But, hey, man, I guess that's the big. If that's what I have to worry about, then I guess I'm in good shape. Okay. Will A come back for marriage? All right. Well, let's see here. First, I am going to say here right off the bat with the Emperor, this is somebody who is really got it planned out, who's really going to come in and do what's necessary. Obviously, with a marriage, that would be following through. That would be help with the strategy, the plan. So right off the bat, I'm thinking that's a very positive card for coming back from marriage. King of Cups, another great one. King of Cups. Cups is the suit of emotions, love. So our king, this is somebody who, he has a lot of charm, a lot of intelligence, but he's also very honest. So if A has promised you, that you might get married or that he will be back or these kinds of things, the King of Cups really means it when they say it. Next, we have the Empress. This is just nurturing and growing ideas, bringing them to fruition, bringing things that you want, which is clearly a marriage. So these three are saying, woohoo, yes. But then here we have the Devil. Now, the Devil is some kind of like being caught, stuck by something, feeling kind of overpowered, feeling contained by something else. A lot of times it stands for something like addiction, something like that. I'm not suggesting that A has an addiction, but you can kind of think, what would be involved with an addiction? Kind of a slave to something else, being trapped by something that you don't need to be trapped by. So how does this apply to your question? I'm thinking everything's looking good, but there is something that A needs to kind of escape from, whether that's a personal thing, a work-related thing, a location kind of thing. There is something that he feels kind of bound to, that he's going to need to kind of shed or drop in order to move forward. And I think that is the direction it's going. Just waiting on this thing to happen. Okay, Sangeeta. Hope that made sense. And I hope A has got it together. And it looks like from the other cards he does. So hopefully that change won't be something that will take too long. But we will find out. All righty then. Let's see. We've got a donation from Guidance Reader. So let me just take a look before we pick another question. We're going to look for Guidance Reader's question. And please forgive me. I realize that your names are different on the PayPal me, and sometimes I don't connect them even when you've already told me. So please don't be offended and just let me know. Guidance Reader, I'm believing you are Kyra. There we are, Kyra. I'm going to put the two together one of these days, I promise. Let's see. Question is coming, so here we go. All right. Will I get into college? If so, how will it be for me? Let's find out. Let me think here. What would be a good deck for college? Oops, I almost dropped my deck. That would not be good. Oh, I know. Let's use the Today's Journey Tarot. I love that. What better deck than Today's Journey for a college question? Okay. So Kyra wants to know, will I get into college? And if so, how will it be for me? And I know with the coronavirus, a lot of things are still online, but some things are opening up. I'm not sure what the college of your choice has planned to do for the next academic year, but either way, I used to be a recruiter for online programs, bachelor's level, and online is definitely the way to go for somebody who's busy or who doesn't want to get exposed to the coronavirus. Great programs, though. Online is definitely a viable option if it needs to happen. All right, will I get into college? And if so, how will it be for me? If I can figure out how to do these, my goodness. All right. Okay. Ooh, I've got some good ones. All right, the 5 of Fire. That's the 5 of Wands. And that's kind of an exercise, getting ready. What more can you say about college? You're learning not only information and things like that, but you're learning kind of how to process information, how to use critical thinking, how to relate that to a potential career. The 5 of Fire, there is a lot of action here. And look at this. They're playing a round of basketball. That is exactly what a college student would be doing with their academic studies. You know, learning, growing your skills. And hey, who knows? You might play basketball too. Next, we have discernment. Now, in the regular terminology, that is the Temperance card. Temperance is for balance. And as you can see, this bird creature person is on a tightrope. Balance is like one of the number one things that is needed for school. You're going to have to balance your studies. College is very different than, your primary and secondary education, where it's all mapped out for you, a schedule. You have a lot more freedom. So there's a balance for that. And a lot of freshmen, aren't kind of planned for, or prepared, I should say. So they sometimes, have heard stories, but I think that's what it's saying here. Let's play it out though, because I'm seeing some other things. We've got the 3 of Fire. That's the 3 of Wands. And you know what that is? Starting on a journey, having everything you need to get started and undertaking and planning what that journey is going to be. And then lastly, we have intuition, which is also the Moon. And that's a little bit of mystery. Obviously, here we've got this psychic looking in a crystal ball. So it's kind of unknown. I think you're going to have to work through some things that are normal, natural things. It's just kind of like growing pains, getting your feet wet, putting your foot in the water, And I think that, you know, that's very natural. This spread is looking like school, we're getting into college. Yes, it looks like that will happen. It looks like that's going to be, and that's where I'm judging that. It's going to be a bit of a balancing act. Be prepared for it, because then you will be successful. You will be successful at balancing that. And be prepared that there is a little mystery sometimes. It's new to you. It is all kinds of different experiences. You're going to be meeting different people. You're going to have newfound freedom. You know, so it's a lot of things to kind of balance, and to be prepared that there are some unknowns, and that's part of the learning journey. All right, Kyra, how exciting. How exciting. I'll be anxious to hear how you start your career, your educational career, you know, especially with Corona. That's a little different, but we'll get through it. And like I said, those online options are sometimes really a great way to go. Okay, so I just lost my place because my screen jumped. Okay. Alrighty, let me just go back here. Thank you so much for your donation too, Kyra. That is awesome. Let's just see here. What have we got? All right. Mary M., how are you? Okay, Mary would like to know, does he want to come back into my life? What's our future together, and what are the current energies? I love the way you phrased that. The tarot does read energy. Sometimes a yes or no question is hard to determine because the energy is what we're reading. And energy doesn't say yes or no. But you can make logical conclusions based on the cards and the energy around them. And the way you phrased this is just great. Okay, we're going to use light seers again because it's my new toy. Does he want to come back into my life? What's our future together? And what are the current energies? So let's just see. Whoop, there we go. Alrighty. Again, remember, Night Readers being my eyes and ears, and he's a huge help for me to stay organized, and also so that I can focus on the cards and get what I can get from, you know, intuition and all that good stuff. Got to stay focused sometimes, right? Okay. Does he want to come back into my life? What are the current energies? Whoops. All right. I see a 2 of Cups. That's looking pretty good, huh? What are the current energies? It looks like there are a lot of things going on that are causing some change. Disruptions, not necessarily horrible things like, you know, like the tower typically looks like fire and people falling and things like that. That's not what it means. It just means that it's a lot of, it's affecting something that's important, and it's a different chapter starting. So here we have the hard work and attention to detail. You know, after a large change, you do have to kind of pay attention to detail to make sure that you learn from the change, or that you don't repeat the lesson, and so forth. We do have the 2 of Cups, which is the love card, the cup suit, which is emotions. You know, we've got 2 hands joined together, and look at this. The magical smoke coming up from the cups is intertwining. So I think so far we've got something that is changing the perspective, changing the direction, that might be the exact change that you needed to come back into your life. The tarot is suggesting that paying attention to the details and continuing to work on your relationship is going to be very important here. And we've got the Page of Wands. And guess what pages mean? Pages mean new information. They mean new messages. And Wands, that's the suit of ideas, potential, jumping right in. So I think this is looking great. I think the current energies are saying that, yes, things are going to move forward once they get started. Think we got to wait. Something's going to happen. Something's changing to get things moving. But the energy is looking good. We just have this change right here that might be what is the catalyst for this rest of this spread. All right. There you go, Mary. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay. Now let's see what else we've got. All right, we've got, there we are. Crazy girl. Crazy girl would like to know what is coming toward me in love. Let's use the Wizard's Tarot. A little magic. That's for love, right? All right, crazy girl wants to know what. Ooh. All right, there we go. Sorry. All right, crazy girl asks, what is coming toward me in love? Let's just find out. What is coming toward me in love? Crazy girl wants to know. All right, let us see what we can see. What is coming toward you in love? All right, I hope good things. Let's find out. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at the first card, the Lovers. That's very cool. Then we've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Five of Cups. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Cups is the suit of emotions and love. So we've got 2 cups and the Lovers. That's looking great. Swords is the suit of thought and ideas, also of communication. So what this is looking like, it looks like something might be coming your way. Knights are always action. The Knight of Swords, though, he is somebody who doesn't often have a plan. Ready to rush in, but there is kind of no structure, no plan to how to get the result. He's running right toward the Lovers. The Lovers, obviously, as the name implies, is about, you know, the love and 2 people coming together. And so I think that's coming in toward you rather quickly. But like I said, swords often don't have a plan. So so this night, while he's rushing in, he kind of hasn't planned it. And I think what's going on is there is sort of a desperation to get what he or she does not have already. I think this knight is looking for something different, looking for something that's not the same way as it's always been. And I think that this knight is looking for somebody who really has that passion, who really has, you know, the ability to care about people, develop close relationships, that real caring, nurturing type of person. So I see that coming. I'm assuming this queen here is representing your personality. It looks like somebody is really going to be, you're going to be what they're looking for. And I think they're looking, they might be looking, might be making quick decisions because they're so ready to shed themselves of what they had experienced before. So be prepared. It might be coming in fast, and it might be coming in kind of like, wow, I don't even know how this is happening, and it's all coming together. I think that's how it's going to go. It's going to go down. But I think you're exactly what he's looking for, though. All right, crazy girl. Let's see what happens. I love when I see knights when we're talking about timeline, because most of the knights are ready to run. All right, so they're ready just to fly in and do something. Now we've got another donation. Let me open this up and let me see. I know we have some different names, as I mentioned, and it looks like this is from Jonathan. Jonathan, you may have a different name on YouTube. So Jonathan, please, if you don't mind, repost your question, and thank you so much for your donation. All right. Oh, here, Leaf. Is that your name? I think Leaf, that's you. All right, let's pull it up. Let me scroll up here so I don't lose my my other spot. Okay, let's go back. And boy, I keep, okay, we've also, okay, so let me see, back up. I lost my place. All right, let me see. Night Reader, can you help me out here? I'm losing my place. Jonathan, okay, there we go. Poppy Chan, thank you. That is exactly what I was looking for. All right, Poppy, please put your question there. I don't see it, but this is for Poppy. And right at the same time, right after as Donna. So we've got Poppy and Donna, 2 donations. Thank you so much. Poppy is typing her question, and Donna, let me know if, let's see, I don't see your question either. And again, I'm probably not remembering your real name. So I'm waiting on Poppy's question, and I'm waiting on Donna's question. Here's Poppy's. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. If the Taurus and I will meet up in the future, let's do an Anna K. All right. If Taurus will meet, the Taurus and you, Poppy wants to know, will the Taurus meet up in the future? Let's find out. All right. Oh, Poppy, you're Donna. Okay, then I'm waiting on, well, I'm confused then. I thought, oh, and Jonathan is Leaf. Okay, there we go. All right. Leaf, please post your question for me. Poppy Chan is Donna. Again, I'm so sorry. It's hard to keep those, connected when it's a different name on both. Which again, mine is different too. So I think it's just kind of all of us. Mine's different. All right. So Poppy wants to know. Right. And Taurus. Will the Taurus and me meet up in the future? Ooh, Page of Cups. New romantic love. Oh my goodness. And look what's here. I didn't even see that first. I was so focused on that. The Ace of Cups. That is a brand new beginning, a brand new opportunity. Brand new opportunity for love. So here we have the 4 of Rods. That is the 4 of Wands. That is the happy home, coming together with a joint purpose, building something. And then while that's going on, then we've got the Ace of Cups. I'm wondering if you're still kind of in that talking phase, getting to know each other phase, which is going to be a bridge right over to the new opportunity for love. Now, here, the Moon, sometimes there's mystery involved, and actually, there should be. There should be some mystery. Not panicking, anxiety mystery, but, not knowing where, that's part of the fun, not knowing where you're going. The Moon stands for mystery, and if you notice, there are 2 towers here. As you go through the water, which notice is also a still water. It's not waves. It's not like boats that flying at you. Nice. You're going to go right in there through the 2 towers. So it's a fun, exciting kind of mystery. And then the Page of Cups. That's a message of new love. So this is looking great. It looks like, yes, talking stage, getting to know each other phase, which will lead to a new opportunity. I would expect that's when the getting together portion would happen. It's going to be fun, going to be a bit of a mystery, a little bit of unknown, but I think that's going to be exciting because then we've got the new message of love. So this is tied to this. I'm thinking that this is looking really good. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the Taurus is going to do. You'll have to let us know. I always like to know how things turn out. And always, please feel free. I encourage feedback. I enjoy it, and I also learn from it. So please feel free. Poppy says, yes, we were talking. That's what it looked like, that first card. Okay, so we've got another donation again. Thank you, Leaf. How wonderful. Let's find out what you'd like to know. What do you see happening in the future with Jody and me? Let's use the, where'd it go? There it is. We're going to use the Druid Craft because I like it. Oh gosh, sorry. See what I mean? I need more room, definitely. That is a problem I cannot solve right now, though. All right. Leaf wants to know, what do you see happening in the future with Jody and me? Let's find out. Let's ask the cards to give us some insight. What the energy's looking like with Jody and you. Okay. Let's spread these out and see what we've got. All right. What is in the future with Jody and me? Yeah, you should see my workspace here. I've got decks, I've got crystals, I've got a cat sleeping on the floor. I have 4 pets. And you guys have already met my dogs unintentionally through the noises. Okay. All right, so what is happening in the future with Jody and me? I see that things look good, ultimately. However, I think it's going to be a little slow. I think things are going to be traveling slow to get to this point. This is the world. This is having it all. This is the completion of a cycle, of a project, of a, getting together and starting a relationship. That's a project per se, not per se, but it's similar. And the reason I'm saying I think it is moving in that direction, and I think it's a little bit slow going, though. We've got the 8 of Cups. This is about walking away into a new journey. Not a fearful walk away, not a negative walking away, but just walking on to find the next step, the next chapter. Then we've got these 2 cards, which are a bit of a slow poke. We've got the 6 of Swords. That's traveling along on this boat. They're trying to go to another place. It's slow going. Notice again, there's not like huge waves. It's not like a rocky ride. It is just a nice kind of ride, but it is a little slow. And then right next to it, we also have the Prince of Pentacles. That's the Knight. He is also a little slow. But the Knight of Pentacles, he is all about taking action. He is all about productivity. He is just somebody who really wants to make sure that they're doing the right thing, that they're moving forward with a plan. And so with constantly, checking things out, weighing out the differences and so forth. So I see that something is coming. Jody is coming toward you. Look at this too. They're both facing that. So they're going that way, and he's kind of coming in too. And the end result is the world. So I do see a future, and I do see it coming in a little slowly. So hang in there. Always reassess as time goes on, but be prepared that it might be a bit. It might be a bit. But the world, how can you get any better than having the world, right? All righty. Well, thank you so much for your donation. I hope that made sense for you. All righty, so let me get back to where I left off. Okay. Scrolling. All right. Here we go. All right, Praja would like to know, will I hear from Manish in the next 5 days? He is a Taurus, another Taurus. All right, today's Taurus day. All right, boxes, get out of here. We don't need you. All right, let me get the boxes out of my way. All right, so let's see. Will I hear from Manish in the next 5 days? Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I apologize if I'm not. Let's see, Praja. Gosh, every time. Okay, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Haunted House. Very cool looking deck. I'm going to see what's coming up in the next 5 days. Will you hear from Manish? Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, the sun. That's great first card. The sun. Okay. Now, this is the sun. That's a very positive and happy card. Followed by the sun, though, we do have the devil. After that, here we have this one's one of the majors, and it's for justice. As you see, she's got the scales. That's for fairness. It's often considered the decision card. And then after that, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is kind of about generosity, helping others. So, what is this saying to us in regard to your question? I'm thinking the sun is showing that something will be happening relatively quickly. This is obviously a very bright and happy card. And in terms of color, this is something about optimism. This is about cheerfulness. It's also about the mind and intellect and things like that. That's what yellow is. And there's a lot of yellow there, the yellow flowers and so forth. So, so what I'm seeing is a thoughtful coming together. But we've got the devil right after that. So I'm wondering if perhaps, while you will hear from him, hopefully that's looking good, but there might be something else in the picture that you're going to need to kind of work through with him. You know, I don't think, you know, obviously this card looks like, but it's not. That's just for the purpose of the artwork. But what it is symbolizing is something that can be fixed or changed. Look at these people. They have these iron collar things on. Look, they could pull that off in like 2 seconds, but they don't realize it because they're just listening to this domineering person. This doesn't necessarily reflect a person in Manisha's life, but something that he needs to break away from. And for that, I think you're going to be instrumental in helping make the decision. This is helpfulness. This is a decision. So I'm thinking you will hear from him. I don't have a timeline if it's in the 5 days, but this is in the first spot. So that does seem sooner. And I think you're going to have to help him kind of work through something that he needs to break free from. Okay, Praja. I think he needs your help about something. Okie dokie, let's move on. Alrighty. Okay, and I've taken care of both of those donations, so I hope that, okay. I'm scrolling. Whoops. You know, it's so funny. While I'm scrolling nice and calmly and evenly, all of a sudden it'll jump and I'll be like, are you kidding me? So I'm looking for you, Night Reader. There we go. Aneri, how will August be for me in general? Let's do a classic Llewellyn. This is a good one. Let's find out how August is going to be for Aneri. Let's find out. I almost dropped him, but I didn't. Save. Okay. And Mary wants to know, how will August be for me in general? Okay. You know what would make my life easier? If I actually remembered to put decks back when I'm done, and maybe then I wouldn't be so crowded. Coming for you in general, right off the bat, we've got a new love coming in, something new. If you're not seeking a new relationship type of love, That could also signify something that is a love to you, something near and dear to your heart. So I don't know if you're single and looking, that would imply something new coming in. Here we've got the Queen and we've got the Emperor here. The Queen of Swords. That's somebody who's kind of nasty with her tongue. She says nasty things, but she is a queen. She does get things done, but again, she's kind of got a sharp tongue. So what does this mean? This is something where I think you might have to something's going to happen during this next coming time that you're going to need to speak up. You're going to need to speak up for yourself. You've been defending some things. I think somebody's going to come in and make you feel like, you know what, I've worked hard for what I've accomplished, whether that be a personal journey or a physical material thing. I think that you're going to need to stand your ground because somebody's got some things to say that aren't necessarily helpful. I do see too here with the Emperor, you're going to be able to overcome this. This isn't something that's, going to be earth-shattering or upsetting enough where you're going to be, completely off the rails. This is just something you're going to have to deal with. The Emperor says you are going to handle this just fine. You're going to keep going on your new plan, your new route, your new journey. The Emperor he is the ultimate. He's often a military leader because look, he's wearing armor and things. So think of the qualities a military leader would have. Obviously, they can plan, they can move forward, they have that power, that strength. So whoever this is, who might be, you have the power to kind of just pass through that and defend what it is that you feel you need to kind of defend. And I think it's all going to be stemming off of this new opportunity for love. That's my impression. The alternative would be that this could be a separate event. That could be unrelated to these things. So it could go either way, but my impression is that it's related. I don't know if this love causes a problem. I don't get that. I think because of this, somebody else has a problem. That's what I'm getting from it. All right. Sounds like you got some stuff coming up. Looks like stuff you can handle, though. That's what that Emperor was saying. You can handle this. That's literally what the Emperor's saying. Okay. Let's move on. We're going to see how many we can get. I want to make sure and get as many as I can. See, the minute I move, it goes crazy. There we go. All right, Manishka. What is Mayank currently thinking or feeling for me? We are in a no contact situation. All right, I hope I'm pronouncing names correctly. As always, I try my best. Please forgive me if I'm incorrect. Manishka, what is Mayank currently feeling toward me? Okay, let's do Pre-Raphaelite. That's a good love deck. It's good for other things too, but I like it for love questions sometimes. Okay. Mayank, what are you feeling and why aren't you in contact? What is going on there? You got to reach out, let people know. I want to know why you're not in contact with Manishka. Okay. Why are you not in contact? We want to know. All right. Let's find out. Wow. Again, we've got the Two of Cups right there in the first spot. Okay. So let's just see what we've got here. All right, so we've got some things that are looking pretty good, actually. But let's see how it applies to your question. I specifically phrased the question in my head to the tarot, to the universe. What is Mayank feeling for you? I'm getting the Two of Cups. I think there are feelings there. There are feelings there. But what I'm seeing is I think that my aunt feels there's some work to be done. Something is just not right. I'm wondering if that has something to do with the no contact. We've got very positive things here. This is not, it is positive, but these are very positive. This is kind of the long road. Remember, I was talking about that in the last reading, that this is calm waters. Everything's fine. It's just a little slow. It's slow, but they're happily going along. Everything's fine. This is where the love is. This is where the feelings are. To make this turn into something, I think it's going to be a little slow, but I think that's the direction it's going, because here we have the magician. The magician can create anything. Wait a minute. I read this wrong. It is not the magician. I'm so sorry. That's the Ace of Cups. That's even better in the sense for a love reading. I'm sorry. Sometimes the decks with a different picture throw me off sometimes, but that's okay. So this is the Ace of Cups. I stand corrected. Even better than what I was going to say. This means a new opportunity in love. And the 6 following it, the 6 of Wands, that is a celebration of sorts. You know, almost like a little parade through town, celebrating small successes. It's almost like an encouragement to move on. But see, in this particular deck, she looks a little sad. You know, she looks like she's still trying to figure it out. She's still going through town. There's still people excited. So it's still a success, but she's wanting more. Still not quite right. So, summing it up, I think that Mayank is feeling some positive romantic feelings for you, but I'm thinking she thinks that something needs to happen. There is something that needs to happen on your end. No contact. Don't know what might have brought that out. If you had an argument of some sort, some kind, a disagreement. I think she's a little leery as to how you're going to kind of come around on that. And it looks like it might take a while. I see very positive cards, though, for it ending successfully. Again, we have the success here right at the end. And this is a new opportunity. But look at her. She's looking right here at the long road. Again, it's not choppy waters. It's not like this long, horrible thing. It's just taking a while. So find out, I mean, kind of do some self-reflection and see kind of what might be happening that makes Mayank feel a little disappointed in how things are going. Something that's lacking is probably a better way for me to say it. Because I feel like that's what she is thinking. There's something. And that might be why she has no contact. She's waiting to see what you're going to do. She's waiting for you to kind of prove it. Or she or he. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Okay, so let's keep moving. All right. Again, it did it. Okay. Now remember, oops, this chat. All right. So remember, Night Reader is helping me. He's randomly choosing for me. I am following a lot. He's my eyes and ears. So please remember that. But he is trying to be fair and select random questions so we don't get a bunch right in the row. Here's one. I'm sorry I missed this one. Zara, hello. How are you? What can I focus on right now? And please use the light seers. Okay, no problem. All right, Zara. I hope you saw I did respond to your email. Thank you for all the wonderful compliments too. I'm really that made my day. So thank you. And I did respond about some of the other things. So check your email if you haven't already. And let's take a look. Okay, message from the universe. What can Zara focus on right now? What can Zara focus on? We want to know. Isn't this deck awesome? It still smells weird, though, I have to say. I don't know if you heard me the other day. It's new and it's kind of smelly. It smells like, I don't know, weird. But I'll take it. I love it anyway. Okay, so what is the message for Zara? Oh, wow. Look at all these happy cards. Okay, so let's see. Message for Zara. We've got quite a few things, and I think this is a really good mix. We've got some things kind of like a be aware, and then some other things that are happy. So I think that, how can you ask for more advice than that? Pages are new information. This particular page, this is about ideas, potential. The wands are a suit of growth and effort. So, this is showing me right here that the message is like, don't be afraid to jump in. Don't be afraid. You are a free spirit and you can jump in. You are brave and you should just jump in to whatever that is that's kind of like the theme. So, Queen of Cups, that's next. Queen of Cups, she's compassionate, caring. She's for close relationships. She is a bit moody. And she doesn't like she doesn't like to be criticized. She doesn't take that very well. Bit moody, but yet she's there for everyone. Everybody loves her. Everybody takes care of her, or she takes care of everybody. Excuse me. This Seven of Swords is telling me what that means. She takes care of everyone. This is saying you need to remember to take care of yourself. You cannot just focus on helping other people or making sure that everybody else is happy. That is definitely a good thing to help others and so forth, but not at the expense of losing yourself. Because here we go. Look at this. It's the Eight of Swords. And as you can see in the picture even, this woman is seeing herself in the mirror as just being pulled apart. She sees herself as blindfolded and restrained. That is a warning to you to not let that happen to you. By overextending yourself, it will lead to a point where you're just going to be so overwhelmed that is going to turn into an internal struggle. I can tell you from, unfortunately, lots of experience, stress can really wreak havoc on your body. It upsets you, obviously, from a stressful point of view, as we all know what stress is. But you can develop symptoms like stomach aches, headaches, plus you get moody. Queen of Cups, moody. When you have too much stress, you're irritable, you are withdrawn, I don't mean you, I mean all of us. So what this is saying, the message from the universe, I think, is saying you just need to jump on in. You have to remember to keep your free spirit and your bravery and your love for adventure and excitement. It's also saying, as I just described, don't just focus on other people. It's going to lead to some real internal problems that I think would potentially lead to unwanted results, in terms of physically and mentally, how that takes its toll. But it's saying here, you're the Queen of Cups. You love to take care of people, and people love you. This is often the good mother, the good friend, the good spouse. It's just a really great person. Okay. The universe is talking to you. Wow. That was really good, and good choice of decks. All right, Zara. Hope that helped. Hope that made sense for you. All right, let's just keep on moving. All right. Okay, and I just did the Mayank. I just did that one. I think I saw it out of order. Okay, I have to back up a bit because I did go out. I was, like I said, sometimes when I scroll, it goes and it just pops right back up and I lost my place. So let's see. This is for Rashu. Does Ranish ever think of talking to me again? When will he message me? Let's find out. We are going to use the Wizard's Tarot. I think that'll be a good deck. Does Ranish ever think of talking to me again? And when will he message me? All right, Ranish. When are you going to talk to Rashu? When are you going to send a message? When are you going to call? When are you going to text? What's going on? Are you thinking of talking to Ramesh? All right, let's find out. Let's just see what the energy looks like. Okay. Okay. All right. What I'm seeing here is that Ranish, I'm wondering if he's talking to some other people. I'm wondering if he's talking to people. I don't know that that's necessarily like talking to somebody romantically, but I think he's got a lot of people he's either talking to or trying to work with, trying to calm things down. It could be a situation at home. It could be friends. But based on this, I'm thinking, because it's the cups and because this is clearly a romantic question, it might be that he's talking to people or considering people. Maybe they're just on his mind. And he's kind of, grappling with that. He's kind of pushing and pulling about that, feeling confused, not knowing what to do. But I do see some happiness coming. We've got the sun, and look at this horse and this wizard with her dress and her magic. She's running, and look at where they're running to, the Ace of Cups. That is a new romance, a new love. I am wondering if he's got something going on with choices. He's looking at some other people, looking at which way to go, perhaps even speaking to them yet, but I think it's kind of an internal struggle. I think he is looking to create this spark of new love. Now, does that mean new love with somebody else or new love with you? These four are not showing me that, so I'm going to pull an endgame card and see. This is the bottom of the deck. Okay, things are going fast. Things are moving fast. To me, what that means is I think he's going to contact you. When you're having lots of choices and kind of struggling with yourself and trying to figure it all out, that doesn't move fast. That moves slowly. You know, it's a lot to think about. There's a lot of people. Maybe you're taking your time to think about, not you, him. But that doesn't move fast. This does, right? When things are going to move, a brand new opportunity. Look, it's coming out of the sky, a hand. It's going fast on the horse. So I'm thinking what this says is you will hear from him. I do think he's got something going on where he's kind of fighting, some stuff. Choices is really the strong one. Message, I mean. All right. Well, I hope things work out. I hope you get in touch with him soon, or that he in touch with you, I should say. Patience is sometimes difficult. I'm not exactly the queen of patience myself. All right, now let me get back. Sorry for going out of order on that one. All righty, so let me see the next question. All right, I do not see another one after. I'm going to back up. I think when the re-scrolling happened, I got a little crazy there. All right. Let me roll up. Okay, there's Manishka. There's Zara. Ashu. August in general. Okay. Well, I've caught up with Night Reader here, so let me see. I'm going to, here we go. All right, Jane would like to know, will my crush, N, who's an Aries, and I, Capricorn, reconcile again? He argued with me yesterday and today. So does that mean you guys have broken up, or it sounds like this might be something that happens more than once? I don't know if it's if you guys are kind of one of those on and off again type of relationships, or if you just need your own space kind of thing. Let's just find out what the cards are saying. Jane wants to know, will your crush and okay, now that I'm seeing crush, I'm sorry, crush. So this is something where you're wanting to come together. Okay. You argued yesterday and today. What's going on? Let's find out. I'm going to use Wonderland and Tarot. Or no, Tarot and Wonderland. Sorry, I reversed that. Okay. Okay, well, here's your argument. There's your argument. And that's you feeling like, shiz, you're just defeated. Okay. All right. Well, what I'm seeing here, pages are always news. Well, most always. New messages, new news, and the page of wands. That's about potential, things that could grow into something, almost like an inspiration kind of thing. But here we've got somebody who just kind of walks away, somebody who's not interested in that and is a little more interested in a change. This, as I pointed out when I first laid the card, flipped it over, that's where, Ten of Swords just depleted, just like there's too much. It's just too much. This is a new beginning, it's a new message though, but it's also a new beginning. It's a new plan for things. So I think, you will be talking again, and this will be kind of a way to see if you can keep talking and go the next step. But you're getting exhausted by this. I mean, this is just taking its toll on you. And you know what? I'm seeing that somebody's just going to say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm walking away and I'm moving into there. This is death. Death is the death of something, moving on to a new chapter, the death of an event, of a project, of a chapter. So, honey, I hate to tell you this, but it looks like you might get a little more of the same. You might have a little more arguing and kind of back and forth, but I'm thinking this is you. I think you're going to walk away. And I don't say that because she's a girl. Remember, the cards have male, female, and that doesn't matter. I'm seeing, though, that you're just going to be like, enough. You're depleted. Here he comes back. Yay, look at me, I'm back. And you're like, oh my goodness, I can't take it anymore. I need a change. So that is what the cards are saying. So keep that in mind. This is what the energy is looking like. Sometimes when we're aware of how things might go, we can change things. We can, so again, this is just how the reading's going. So use your best judgment always, always. So don't just write them off, but it looks like, that's how it's going right this moment. Okay, so let's just see. Let's see. Okay. We're going here. It is 12:58. So let me just see. I've got one last question for you. This is going to be my last one for tonight. This is for Nav. We're going to use lights here. I don't even know what the question is going to be, but we're definitely using lights here to end the night or the day. Is Navdeep, who's a Scorpio, the one I, the Virgo, will marry in the future? So let us see. All right. Navdeep, the Scorpio, the one are you going to marry? Nav, are you guys going to be getting married? Let's see. Let's see what the cards say. Navdeep and you going to be getting married in the future. Oops. Okay. Let's just take a look. I missed you guys yesterday. I missed doing readings yesterday. I had a whole day of horrific home repairs, so I'm very glad to be back. I did miss you guys. Okay. All right. So are you going to marry in the future? I am seeing lots of great things here. All right. Here we end with the world. The world is having it all. It's also the completion of a project or an event, coming full circle, completion. So I see that as something positive. Let's look at the other cards, though, and see how they apply to each other. Here we've got the Four of Pentacles. That's somebody who's kind of afraid to let go. I mean, look at her. She's holding her purse here. She's kind of got her eye on the other side, like, all right, who's going to take things? What's going on? And I think that relates here to the Nine of Swords. That is somebody who's very defensive, who is worried that people might take what they have. Both of these are saying the same thing. So let's see how that would apply. We've got our Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands, again, that's the suit of growth and effort. So this particular knight is somebody who's got real high energy, very inspired action, outgoing, but also someone who tells it like it is, someone who's very, very, very blunt. I'm thinking what's going on is one of you is holding back. One of you is holding back. I don't know if you're waiting on some big kind of announcement or some kind of, somebody's holding back. Someone's holding something back. But there's huge potential here. Huge potential. This is a great pairing. And look at, she's facing this. So that's really good. Letting go of this, she's also facing this, including her. So everybody's kind of going in this direction. So it's whatever this is that's being held back has to kind of be resolved. We're going to do an endgame card because I want to see if this implies yes, but I want to see what's going on with this one. Holding back, we're going to pull an endgame. We're going to see. All right. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles. That's hard work. So I'm thinking what this means is you've got some work to do still to develop your relationship. That's not with a negative connotation. That's a positive connotation. There's always work to be done to develop and grow. So that's a good thing. So there's some work to be done, but then I see positivity. So I believe, yes, you could ultimately absolutely be the one for each other and marry, but I do think that it's going to take a bit. I believe there's some work, and it has something to do with paying attention to the little details. So, it's more than just saying, oh, here are your slippers, and I made dinner, and I'm going to take you to this great place. It's about, like, what do you need internally? What do you need as a person? What makes you tick? What will inspire you and to become a better person? And the same with how you will inspire your Virgo, or no, excuse me, your Scorpio to be the same way. So, so it's not just surface work, it's internal work. That needs to happen as you develop your relationship. And then look what I see here. Good things coming. All right, Nab, I hope that helped. Sometimes it's hard to see timelines, so I can't see that, but I definitely see that the potential is there. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow at 12 Central Time for Tarot at 12. Bring your questions, bring your lunch if you're eating lunch, and we'll see what the cards say tomorrow. Thank you again to Night Reader Tarot for doing such a great job and for being my eyes and ears. Don't know what I would do without you, Night Reader. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Take care.